Good evening and welcome to the Nevis newscast for today, Wednesday, August 10th, 2016. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Ministry of Social Development's Gender Affairs Division, in collaboration with the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank this week, launched a gender sensitization project at the Red Cross headquarters in Charlestown. Director of Gender Affairs on St. Kitts, Celia Christopher, gave an overview of the project.
This project is about educating and informing citizens with regards to gender-related issues. The project is a 6-month project. It would be concluded sometime in October, and we were charged with the responsibility of making sure that because this is a federal project, that Nevis was integrally involved in the whole issue. But apart from that, it is important that we work closely with the Department of Gender Affairs in Nevis, not just in respect to this project, but in respect to all gender-related projects in the Federation.
The three major components of the project are the multimedia program, training for the public sector and gender focal points, and training for other stakeholders, including the civil society and private sector. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Keith Glasgow, outlined the aim of the workshop.
By having this workshop, I think that this would help in a large way in terms of achieving the goal that is set by the UN, which is to eliminate gender inequality. And we feel that gender-related issues are extremely important because once you deal with these issues, there can be positive outcomes and they would help to enhance our development as a people. It would help to empower not just women, but men as well. Both men and women can be empowered with the inclusion of gender issues. And so we are hoping that the outcome of this workshop, the participants will gain knowledge and skills that would enable them to make a greater contribution in terms of the development of St. Kitts and Nevis, in terms of incorporating both men and women equally into the development agenda.
The facilitators of the workshop were Pastor Salome James and Past Director of Gender Affairs on St. Kitts, Ingrid Charles Gums. A Gingerland resident is the 2016 recipient of a British Chevening Scholarship offered to nationals of Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean region. The St. Kitts and Nevis Chevening Alumni Group yesterday announced that Chanel Simmons of Beach Road will receive the highly competitive scholarship, which is aimed at developing global leaders, is funded by the United Kingdom's Foreign and Commonwealth Office, and provides recipients with an opportunity to study an all-expenses paid master's in the United Kingdom for 1 year. Simmons will pursue a Master of Arts in International Studies and Diplomacy at the School of Oriental and African Studies at the University of London starting in September. President of the SKN Chevening Alumni Group, Sonia Body, has congratulated Simmons on this great accomplishment, saying the group is extremely proud of her as she has ensured that for the 6th consecutive year, a national of the Federation has been awarded. She says she wishes Simmons every success as she travels to London. Simmons, who participated in the inaugural Get Set and Ready for University seminar hosted by the SKN Chevening Alumni Group last year in Nevis, praised the group for providing a wealth of timely information which greatly assisted her when she applied for the Chevening Scholarship. According to Simmons, the seminar was very useful as it provided valuable information which allowed her to submit a strong application. The alumni were also extremely supportive and gave expert advice throughout the process, particularly providing excellent tips for the interview. Chanel Simmons says she strongly recommends this seminar to everyone who is interested in pursuing tertiary education, as the guidance and support of the SKN Chevening Alumni Group made a huge difference. Meantime, the application period for the 2017 Chevening Scholarship will remain open until November 8, 2016. Interested persons can apply at www.chevening.org/apply and can contact Sonia Body at rositabody@hotmail.com if they require assistance from the SKN Chevening Alumni Group. The 2016 edition of the free Get Set and Ready for University seminars will be held in Nevis this Saturday, August 13th at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Similar seminars will be held in St. Kitts on Saturday, August 20th at the NEMA Conference Room at Limekill in Bastille from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Still to come, improved budgeting process on the horizon in St. Kitts and Nevis. We'll have the details after this break.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive.
But the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Welcome back. The Nevis Reformation Party held a press conference earlier today as a prelude to its annual convention. Here is more in this report.
Thanks, Bronte. The press conference with senior members of the Nevis Reformation Party took place at the conference room of the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union and began just after 10 a.m. At the head table were former Premier and Party Leader the Honourable Joseph Parry, Representative for Charlestown or Nevis 1 the Honourable E. Roberto Hector, and Senator the Honourable Carlisle Powell. Chairing this morning's press conference was Mr. Hensley Daniel.
Theme and the tenor of our discussion this morning has been that the NRP in government performed. And as we will see and have been seeing in the Olympics, performance matters. Usain Bolt will demonstrate that on the weekend, that performance matters.
Presentations were made by the Honourable Carlisle Powell and the Honourable E. Roberto Hector, which were very critical of the performance of the current Nevis Island administration and touched on various areas to make their respective cases. The Honourable Joseph Parry said the press conference is being held on August 10th, the anniversary of the NIA seeking a referendum on Clause 113 in 1998.
In 1998, this CCM party told the people of Nevis we should be independent of St. Kitts. 2016, they have surrendered the power that was given to Nevis by the Constitution of 1983, and they're operating from St. Kitts.
Upcoming activities for the Nevis Reformation Party include a public meeting in Charlestown this Friday afternoon and their convention on Sunday at the Jessops Community Centre. I'm Huey Sargent reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
The late police constable Brian Paquette, whose body was laid to rest yesterday in his home country Dominica, will be sadly missed by the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. The words of St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, the Honourable Dr. Timothy Harris, during an interview aired on the Dominica Broadcasting Service on Monday. The Prime Minister spoke to the Constable Paquette's contribution to the Federation's police service.
I have among my portfolio subjects responsibility for national security, and in that context having regard to the quality of service that he has rendered over an extended period of time, it was well fitting that the Minister of National Security should head the delegation. We want to thank the Cabinet of the Government of Dominica for agreeing to accord a son of a soil that high honor and privilege, and we hope that in some way, while one could never totally bring a sense of relief given the nature of the death and so on, we hope that the family would appreciate the sterling work that he has done, and that in a short lifespan he has been able to get this high honor.
Yesterday, Tuesday, August 9th, at the Truth and Grace Fellowship Global on Independence Street in Rosso, a large crowd of mourners joined his family to pay their final respects to Police Constable Packett. The coffin, draped in the national flag of St. Kitts and Nevis, was carried into the church and to the gravesite by a detail of officers from the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. Members of the Dominica Police Force and other law enforcement agencies and the Cadet Corps were also on hand to pay their respects. Prime Minister Harris, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security Osmond Petty, and Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy were joined by dignitaries and senior officials from the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica at their service. Police Constable Brian Packett passed away on Monday, July 18th, while undergoing treatment for injuries sustained during the execution of his duties. He served 8 years in the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. A recent training workshop facilitated by the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC, sub-regional headquarters for the Caribbean, has opened the eyes of the Ministry of Finance of St. Kitts and Nevis on how budgeting can be done better, according to Calvin Edwards, Deputy Financial Secretary in the Ministry of Finance. 19 senior representatives from St. Kitts and Nevis's Ministries of Finance, Agriculture, Education, Health, Social Development, Sustainable Development, and Public Infrastructure actively participated in the training workshop that was held from July 25th to 29th. The objective of the workshop was to build the capacity of public officials to conduct public expenditure reviews with applications to their respective sectors. The initiative is complementary to the recently launched Debt for Climate Adaptation Swaps proposal by ECLAC, which is designed to reduce the debt burden of Caribbean countries and build their fiscal resilience. This workshop is part of a 4-country capacity building initiative organized and financed by the UN Development Account Project. Other Caribbean countries to benefit are Antigua and Barbuda, Belize, and Barbados. Following the national workshops, a regional training module in forecasting and fiscal transparency will be held at ECLAC's Caribbean office in Port of Spain, Trinidad from September 19th to 23rd. The final phase of the project will include follow-up technical assistance for the participating countries to support their implementation of the public expenditure review techniques. And that brings us to the end of tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Queen City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.